Hello, I have a problem. I'm stuck in this border. Why? I don't know, probably sins, but I'm stuck here for 100 days. Now, I thought this would be like a prison, but on day 2, the border grew wider. I assume this will happen every day, which is good, but this is hardcore mode, so if I die, I'm dead for good. I'm gonna need to survive. And nothing happened the first 3 days. The border grew slightly. But on day 4, we got saplings, so we can grow some trees. But since there isn't much room on the ground, I had to make some sky trees. I spent a few minutes thinking about how I didn't create the 100 days format, Luke TheNotable did, and just like that, the tree grew, and now I'm on to stone tools. Since I had nothing better to do, I just mined a staircase down to get resources. I was sure to place ample amounts of torches because this isn't my first attempt. The first try I forgot to light up and promptly died. I'm now at the bottom of the chunk and I didn't find anything exciting, only part of a mine shaft and 2 iron, the rest stuck outside the border. But to end on a high note, diamonds! Can't mine them, but diamonds! Day 5, I'm now at the surface because I thought it would be a good time to start a house. Well, just the flooring because I'm too broke for a roof. Or walls. But I should have taken out a loan for it because at night phantoms spawned. Really glad I installed the staircase. So on day 6 I went mining specifically for diorite. I haven't gone crazy, I need it for the roof. On top of the roof I created a new sapling formation so we can hopefully grow more trees. It's not like we're desperate for wood, but I'd hate to run out. Then with the border expansion on day 6, I can finish mining the first vein of iron I found. In total, I have 5 ingots, and the first thing I make is an iron pickaxe. This is so I can mine the 3 diamonds, and guess what I did with those? Nothing, because I'm scared of commitment. It's now day 7. I still don't have walls, but now I'm doing redstone. Priorities. I'm trying to find an efficient way to farm mobs in such a small space. Spent a few minutes trying to remember how a simple lever and piston work, but it's done. I can open this piston door to reveal mobs. Except one big flaw is skeletons can still shoot me, but nothing a little flooring can't fix. I started day 8 by crafting a copper rod. I just wanted to feel powerful. But nothing's more powerful than killing all these mobs. The farm is working well. But to finish the day, I did something even braver. Building a house for all the YouTube commenters to critique. I would love to put it off longer, but I really needed some walls, and now the phantoms can't get in, so this is great. For day 9, all I wrote in my notes was that I got armor and food. Armor as in single iron chestplate, and food by bone mealing seeds. I can't set up a normal farm yet because we have no water, so the food source is pretty scarce. But on day 10, I found a chicken. It was just sitting in the mines, not sure how it got there, but that's great. I got some seeds, made a staircase for it to the surface, built the chicken a pen on top of my roof. We are going to be best of friends. Until the chicken disappeared. Like, it didn't die, just disappeared. Was it an illusion? Am I dreaming of chicken? Well, I won't bother answering that question because I found some cows underground. They will now be my best friend. Day 11, I moved the cows to their big new pen. Hopefully you guys last longer than the previous tenant. So I just went to the basement and did some mining. And while we're mining, there's something I want to talk about. And that's the first ever sponsor on the Yajiran channel, Ace Defender. This is freaking cool. Ace Defender is a high-quality SRPG. The S stands for strategy, thanks Google, combining authentic turn-based RPG battle with tower defense elements, and it mixes well. The solo campaign has over 40 chapters to play, which is like 2,000 levels, and throughout those levels, you follow the story of this girl, Alapita the Silver Dragon Princess, who during a rebellion stole the Creation Crystal. She uses that crystal and a mishmash of heroes that you summon to stop evil demons, the undead, and dragons. Oh my gosh, I love dragons. You can pick heroes from 5 factions. Divine, Demon, Shadow, Nature, and Light, and they all have crazy lore. There's 48 total heroes to choose from, but 2 more get added every 2 weeks, and they're good. These developers are crazy fast. Speaking of fast, you can play on 1x, 2x, or even 4x speed to hasten up the action. But don't go too fast or you'll lose like me. If you don't like playing basic solo, there's also PvE, which has you exploring dungeons, engaging in trials, all to level up your heroes and collect rare items. Want to crush someone's dreams of being an Ace Defender master? Just beat them in the PvP game mode. And right now, if you install with the link below and beat level 2-8, you'll get 10 Royal Recruit tickets, which will get you 10 heroes to help you out. These are the ones I got. This one's pretty cool. Thanks to Ace Defender for sponsoring the video. The download link is in the description or pinned comment, download, and give it a try. Gosh, I love capitalism. Now on day 12, I went back to my mob farm. It's been working great, but failed to ever spawn spiders, which is what I really needed. I'm not sure how spider spawning works, but I placed slabs on the roof to prevent other mobs from spawning, hoping more spiders would spawn. They did, just pretty slowly. But I can spend time in the mines while waiting for spiders to spawn. That's what I did on day 13, just looking for some iron and then did some basement renovations. And just like that, on day 14, I collected enough string from the spiders. This is great because I can now sleep. This allows the world to expand a lot quicker, so I'm no longer waiting for the world to grow for certain projects. Also, can't forget, I'm going to bed in a full set of iron armor. Day 15 was just some basement renovations. I finally got rid of those ugly cobblestone stairs and replaced it with polished diorite stairs. Some of you may think that it made it uglier, but I got a sweet spot for polished diorite in my heart. On the opposite side of the house, as in the roof, I created a place for growing trees. The design is very akin to skyblock, so I like it. On day 16, I had some big plans for the day, but I got poisoned by a witch and had to stay home all day. But since my immune system is built different, I recovered quickly and went back to the mines. Not even in Minecraft do you get sick days. I didn't find any diamonds, but on the bright side, I found 12 iron. I would really like some diamonds though. But on day 17, I got something even more valuable than diamonds. A clock. I'm kidding. Maybe, but I can use this to tell when it's nighttime, which is when I need to sleep. I gotta keep that border expanding. Especially because the new storage room I'm working on runs into the border. I've recently taken an architecture class, yet I can't even plan my space in Minecraft properly. But day 18, the border expanded and the problem was averted. Then I spent the rest of the day chopping trees so I can craft tons of chests, even though I probably won't even use half of them. The life of a lumberjack isn't much, but it's honest work. Since I had done so much work, I decided I would reward myself with a nice breakfast on day 19. It's a meal I've been waiting a really long time for by working for every single day. I ate rotten flesh. I'm going to spare the cows. For now. I've really had cows on my mind these past few days, so on day 20 they were moved off my roof. I felt they deserved better. And they are loud and obnoxious. I just lured them with wheat hoping they would go into their new pen, and they all did. I slept well that night knowing I did a good deed for the cows, but I also built myself a little sleeping cottage. I'm not sure why, I just knew I would be sleeping maybe 70 more times, so I thought it'd be fun. After waking up in the cottage, I spent day 21 doing mostly chores. This is how most days go, but I just don't talk about it because there isn't much to say. But I thought I would give you a little list. I'd spend a lot of time in the mines because there's a few more ores to collect every day. Then I'd tend to the cows, chop trees, and organize chests. Today I finally found a source of water, but outside the border, so I couldn't get it. I guess maybe 6 to 7 more days till we get it, which I'm just desperate for because I can only grow crops with bone meal. They don't grow naturally. Water is also needed for obsidian, which is the reason I haven't gotten to the nether yet. But don't worry, because on day 22, a great idea comes around. I built around the water that had flown into the border, which would push the water towards the lava. That got me 6 obsidian, but even smarter was just bringing the lava to water with buckets. We have enough for a portal, and the nether is kinda sick. We have another fortress really nearby, so maybe it'd be possible to kill the wither and get a beacon. Maybe we do that in the 100 days? With the border now being 23 blocks wide, I found under one of my cliffs was some sugarcane. I estimate we'll get that around day 30, which allows us to make an enchant table and bookshelves. Currently inside the border was some water, so I'll go collect that. Wait, Jaren, there's water. Go back, Jaren, go back, no, go! Well, since the border expanded on day 24, I added stairs to the back of the sleeping cottage now that I actually could. This made me realize that there was water underneath me. Just had to assassinate some guards and the water was free to take. I immediately started work on a farm because I've been desperate for crops for so long. I know this doesn't look pretty, but it's beautiful to me. I was so excited to get those crops I just AFK'd during the night. On day 25, the crops weren't ready, but I had some other things to distract myself with. Mostly mining. There is always time for mining. During this trip, I wrote in my notes Enderman. Now, I did run into an Enderman in a mine shaft, but all I did was look at it. This isn't like something I'd put in the video, but Jaren at some point thought it was important, so I'll put it in, I guess. Day 26, I was near starving, so it was time to kill some cows. To make it fair, I didn't kill random cows, just whoever tried to escape would die. And then I mined for diamonds. That's what I do every day. But I only need 2 more for an enchanting table, so hopefully I find some soon. What a coincidence, I'm mining more on day 27. It takes forever to mine now with a new deep slate. Iron tools and deep slate don't mix. But pure determination is all you need because we found a 4 vein of diamonds. I only mined 2 of them so I could come back later and mine the others with fortune 3, getting me more diamonds. On day 28, I finally got enough courage to go explore the nether, but found out it was broken. So I just spent the rest of the day fixing that. I was sick of all the technical issues in the nether on day 29, so I stayed in the overworld. While using Optifine Zoom, I remembered I could craft my favorite item, the spyglass, with copper and amethyst shards. There's ample copper, so that wasn't a challenge, and I knew where the amethyst geode was, but finding it still took forever. There's a mess of caves. Now it's officially day 30, so we can collect the sugar cane at the edge of the world. I quickly put together a small farm because I was getting ready for day 31, where I built a mob farm. I made it primarily out of birch wood because in the off chance it sucks, I can burn it down, which really shows the faith I have in myself. Go Jaren, I guess. Day 32 is all about working on the mob farm. Place, that's all I'm doing. I couldn't finish it because I ran into the border. Once again, am architect, but can't plan for space. By the end of the day, everything was done except the roof. It's a lot of work, so I'm glad to end the day. Wait, monsters nearby. These near-death moments scare me so much I end up just hiding in a little burrow for 10 minutes to calm my nerves. We'll never know what I did on day 33 because all that footage was lost. All we can assume is that we did something so epic the government hacked me and deleted the footage. Yeah bro, it's a true story. But day 34 does exist. I'm using a texture pack that shows me where mobs can spawn, so that's where I place torches. Once the mob farm is done, this should increase the spawning rates, but the world expands faster than I can mob proof it, so mobs will still probably spawn. After placing all the trapdoors in the mob farm, it was officially working. Well, it should work, but it isn't. I even turned off the mob farm I have in the caves, but nothing. Maybe if I just let it sit for a day, it'll magically work. Nope. Well, a little decorating wouldn't hurt. If this thing isn't gonna produce anything, it might as well look nice. Okay, I think I found the problem. I'm going to replace the slabs on the roof with full blocks, which will maybe let less light in, but mining the slabs is pretty boring and slow, so we're just gonna burn it. Remember how I said we are going to? It's so I can blame you for this. Welp. But by day 38, the fire was out and that problem was fixed. Still though, nothing is coming from the mob farm. But I got bees. I'm finally able to craft an enchanting table, so all I need now is some bookshelves. Normally for enchantments I'd go with getting villagers to sell them to me, but the only problem is we can't get apples to cure them. Birch trees don't drop them, so I'm collecting sugarcane to get the bookshelves. To make it easier on myself, I made an automatic sugarcane farm. It is my own design, so I wouldn't recommend recreating this. Honestly, I wouldn't build this again. I tried to be really cheap with it, but it ended up just being really slow. Mumbo Jumbo, please help. Since the automatic farm doesn't work well, I expanded the sugarcane farm on day 41. Just waiting for sugarcane to grow on day 42, I also made some preparations for an enchanting room. I gotta have some class. Day 43, I collected tons of sugarcane, none of it from my auto farm, so we have 15 bookshelves. Except I still wasn't getting level 30 enchantments. I don't get it, but I just placed a few more bookshelves and finally enchanted my pickaxe with Efficiency 4, Unbreaking 3, and Silk Touch. I would have rather had Fortune 3, but this'll do. You know, since I enchanted my pickaxe, I had to test it out in the mines. I even found diamonds, but they're outside the border. Frick. Also in the mines was a skeleton spawner, which was way more dangerous than it should have been. Let's just leave that. On day 45, I just sat AFK. Not sure why, probably just needed a break. I then killed some cows. It was relaxing. Well, I'm back to it on day 46, lighting up all the caves. I still haven't given up on the mob farm. I hope that by placing torches, mobs will spawn in the mob farm instead of the caves. This proved to be way more difficult than I thought. The amount of mobs I ran into was overwhelming. After that, I was back to the surface enchanting for Fortune 3. This enchantment is crucial if I want to get a full set of diamond armor because it can sometimes triple how many diamonds you get. Now that we have Fortune 3, I'm going to mine those 2 leftover diamond ores. And from that, we got 8 diamonds, which is mental. That's like the max you can get. You can even see me pause after I mined it. That's me excitedly scribbling in my notes that I got 8 diamonds. But I'm greedy, because it wasn't enough, and I'm still mining for diamonds the next day. But I got nothing. Cool. I kept mining into day 49, just hoping I can find enough diamonds and be done with this. Well, this is awkward. I mined a 6 vein of diamonds and got enough for nearly a full set of diamond armor, but I wasn't recording. I'm also Steve now. Don't worry though, I don't think you missed much. Just like, look at this riveting mining, ooh. Day 52, I'm collecting resources for a project. I don't want to say what it is yet, cause it's kind of immoral. Day 53, I'm digging a hole for my immoral project. Above it, I'm doing some redstone, but I'm not gonna tell you what it does. Day 54, I'm filling the hole with water. Maybe you know what it is now. And day 55, yep, it's an auto fishing machine. These are easy to make and give way too good of loot like enchanted books. That's why some creators like Mumbo Jumbo hate them. But this is the only way I can get mending, and I want it really bad. It's now day 56, and yeah, this was a waste of time. I got like 7 fish from it. Proof that karma exists. Over the course of a few days, I've been planting roses next to my saplings. There's a small % chance that when a tree grows next to a flower, a beehive will grow with it. From this, I ended up getting 3 beehives, so I thought it'd be a good time to make an enclosure for them. It's not as good as nature, but it's a close second. Look at that, only a day later and they're already feeling like home. Probably because they feel safe and no harm will come upon them during these 100 days. To make sure no harm comes to me, we need to do some enchanting. All I could afford was enchanting my chestplate, but protection 3 is pretty nice. So now I'm brave enough to start farming wither skeleton skulls. What I'm doing right now is similar to what I did in a previous video. By expanding the nether fortress platform, it gives more places for wither skeletons to spawn. But in 1.17, the border kinda glitched out, so now mobs in the nether can spawn outside the border, so this isn't gonna do much. On day 59, I had little success farming wither skeletons, so I started a normal skeleton farm. We had a spawner in this world, so we might as well use it. And in a day, I finished mining out the farm. They spawn, flow down, then sit here waiting for their death. But don't worry, only skeletons die, so it's technically vegan. While decorating the skeleton farm on day 61, I came up with an idea that could really improve how we kill wither skeletons. See, all of them spawn outside the border, but if I go outside the border, I take damage and die. Or do I? Normally when you go outside the border, you do take damage, but the nether is broken a few times, and when it does, I spawn like 1,000 blocks away from the border. Technically, I should be taking damage, but I don't. So on day 64, I went outside the border by using a boat. I still wasn't sure if I would take damage or not, so I slowly crept out, but I didn't take any damage. It's safe to go farm wither skeletons outside the border, but that doesn't come without consequence. Outside the border, you can't place or break blocks, so if I'm in a tough situation, it'll be hard to get out. But I risked it all because I'd love to kill the wither before day 100. Well, I gotta get some more arrows. The first few minutes in the nether, I found that the bow is going to be my friend, especially for blazes, so I'm putting the skeleton farm to good use. Honestly, exploring another fortress with a bow is extremely fun. Within 7 minutes, I had gotten my first skull without looting 3 is extremely lucky. A bow is very helpful for stressful situations, and I should have stuck with a bow because the moment I used my sword on a wither skeleton, I hit a pigman with sweeping edge, so they're all mad at me now. While escaping a blaze, I ran into a few more pigmen, which knocked me down to half a heart. I was so terrified at this moment because there was also a blaze shooting at me, so scared I went for a jump I probably shouldn't have. We're safe, but I think I need a break. And that's what I did on day 67. I rested and enchanted a bow. It's day 68 and I want to push my luck for another skull. And I did. The first skeleton I killed dropped a skull. I know I said I wanted to push my luck, but I don't think I can push it anymore. I'm going home. Today is day 69. Nothing out of the ordinary happened. Instead, I thought it would be a good day to rescue a pig from the nether. I took the pig to over what I will soon call Pig Island. There was another pig already in the island, and since it's day 69, you know I had to breed him. Day 70, I went to the nether, but played it safe and just expanded the fortress platform that was inside the border. You hear that? That's the sound of the nether. I crafted a brewing stand on day 71, but then realized that to make any potion, I need nether wart, which I don't have. Well, I could make weakness potions, but if I weaken the wither, it actually gets stronger, so I don't know. I'm just going to put the brewing stand in the back corner where I won't see it ever again. Day 72, I found that pumpkins have been inside the border for a good while, and I had previously found melon seeds in a skeleton spawner chest, so I might as well set up a basic farm. This time I tested mixing the melon and pumpkin farm together. I heard that doing this will increase the rate at which crops grow. Oh, and at the end of the day, I bred the pigs on Pig Island. I know it doesn't look like much, but I'd love to have this place just filled with tons of pigs. I went exploring on day 73, which is weird to say because I'm trapped in a 73 by 73 border, but I discovered ice. The next day I'm working on Pig Island. This isn't just a pipe dream, I'm gonna fill this island with pigs. I thought they deserved better, so I risked my life to get some cooler lights for the island. Day 75, I messed around with snow and snow golems. I was really proud of this farm, so much I made a staircase down to it. Then on day 76, I tried using snowballs to kill blazes. I'm still looking for that last wither skeleton skull, and anything to make it safer is amazing. But the snowballs didn't do much. I could use a whole stack before killing a blaze. I now have no use for these snowballs, so I got rid of them the only humane way I know. Day 78, Pig Island is getting bigger. Also, my diamond pickaxe is close to breaking. I was going to combine it with diamonds and an anvil, but I found it would just be cheaper to just enchant a new pickaxe. Then on day 79, I rescued some pigs that were trapped underground. I'll just take them to their new home. Uh-oh. It's okay, nothing bad happened. While getting rid of the evidence, I had an idea for an incinerator. I thought I might as well because I throw a lot of junk off of this edge. Might as well make it look nice because it is just a glorified trash can. Day 81 was a chill day. I AFK'd the skeleton spawner and then bred some pigs. I love pigs. But to make the pigs proud, I must conquer the wither, so I'm going back to the nether to get the last wither skull. I sniped a whole lot of wither skeletons, but I got nothing. It was at this point I thought to myself that the skeleton would drop a skull and I'd be done searching for them. I was wrong, because it was the next one that did drop it. Now we can officially spawn the most powerful boss in Minecraft. Is what I thought until I went to Pig Island. There's so many now, like I'm getting stuck, they might suffocate me. Day 85, I woke up in the mines with a bit of a scare. It's okay, I'll just chill at the skeleton spawner. To kill the wither easier, I'm looking to get smite on my sword. Well, I wanted it on my axe, but I found on the wiki you can't get it with an enchant table, so sword it is. I enchanted a lot of level 1 books until I was offered smite, and on day 86 I was. Then I tested out this bad boy on some illagers, but it didn't do much, smite doesn't work on them. Day 87, I searched for a secret spot to kill a wither. It's a specific spot, but I can't tell you, because it's secret. Day 88. Pig Island is increasingly growing. Maybe a little too fast, so I'm expanding the Sky Potato Farm. Day 89, I'm setting up a jukebox stand. This cost me a diamond, but I decided I love Pig Island so much that I want to throw a celebration when I kill the wither. Or more, if I kill the wither. But we can't just play music, I also want some fireworks, pink ones to be exact. For the dye, I stole some flowers from the bee farm because I'm pretty sure they're all dead. These fireworks are great. Wow, I'm really getting some deja vu right now. Party planning was still going well on day 90 as I set up a firework dispenser. I tried to remember how to build a clock from the Redstone handbook, but ended up googling how to. It works, I think. Day 91, I'm in the mines looking for iron and gold for the beacon. I doubt I can make a fully powered beacon by day 100, but I'm hoping for at least 2 layers. Day 92, I'm letting those potatoes grow, and at the same time, I'm signing up to help with Team C's. Then I'm back to the mines for 2 days. Never mind, for 3 days. Once I was done with that, I bred more pig. Like, there's so many here, it's kinda scary. Sometimes I get stuck and I'm worried they're gonna suffocate me. Day 96 is a good day. I burned down the mob farm. It never produced mobs, only disappointment. But what's not disappointing? Pig Island. Gosh, I love this thing. Today I outlined the island with pink concrete, which was done because concrete requires sand, and sand is limited, but anything for the pigs. Day 98, I was AFK. I don't want to do anything risky for the wither fight. And day 99, I did some more breeding and preparations for the wither fight. I don't want to spawn the wither and realize I forgot armor. And we finally made it, day 100. Whether I die or not, we've made it. But it's time to fight Minecraft's most dangerous boss like a true man. I suffocated it in the ceiling. Moral? No. Easy? Yes. The beacon was complete, but most importantly, I can party with the nearly 1,000 pigs. The music was great, the pigs were having a blast. The only problem that we ran into was that the redstone for the firework launcher didn't work, but when I tried to fix it, the room filled with pigs so much I couldn't fix the redstone, so I just launched the fireworks by hand. Gosh, I was really trapped in a Minecraft world for 100 days and ended up making friends with pigs.